Hey, what's happening, guys? Today I want to talk about this straight-to-video action movie starring Antonio Banderas and Karl Urban called Acts of Vengeance. The plot line in this one is very simplistic, it's very recycled. A defense attorney played by Antonio Banderas goes on a mission of revenge to find out who killed his wife and daughter, and he decides to take a vow of silence until he finds justice. So as you can see, it's not overly ambitious, it's a routine revenge-fueled action movie. These have been done before, they're going to be done over and over again. That doesn't really mean that these still can't be a good time though. This is also a video-on-demand release, so for a few bucks, you're naturally going to lower your expectations, because I have seen some flat-out unwatchable B action movies with some well-known faces headlining them, and for that aspect, this movie wasn't that bad. Was it great? No. Was it overly ambitious? Definitely not, but it had some capable action sequences, a solid performance from Banderas, and really just enough effort in the script to make this a fun movie to watch at home. It is a patchwork of various other scenarios from past action movies, and despite there being really no unique qualities about it, it was still an entertaining retread, I thought. It was always familiar, but the plot has a nice progression, the characters are not forced, and it does have a nice grounded feel to it that give the impression that they were at least taking themselves seriously. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to predict the story or the character arcs here, but I thought there was enough substance in the character that Banderas plays to connect with him and follow him out through the story. I thought Banderas' performance was very capable, and he definitely once again shows a great deal of effort in trying to make the action scenes as natural and entertaining as possible. He does a lot of his own stunt work, and it lets the camera pull back and capture the fluid fight choreography. It wasn't over edited, and the direction was competent enough to really carry the interest through the recycled story in between all the action sequences, I thought. I guess you could say Antonio Banderas has been on a little mini renaissance in the straight-to-video action department. He was recently in this Black Butterfly film that was a solid mystery thriller, as well as this film called Security, which was a fun, albeit generic, real-time action flick, and throughout all these recent performances, he has really been able to carry the films along. He has a natural charm, and with his effort in the physical acting, he's putting together some decent roles. And I definitely think this film benefited from his acting experience. His character in this movie takes a vow of silence, and without really a lot of dialogue for a bulk of the film, he was still able to convey a lot of emotion through his mannerisms and his expressions. I mean, this angle of the story wasn't necessarily needed, but I think Banderas did make it work. The storyline does progress from one action movie trope to the next, but the short runtime keeps it from wearing out its welcome, and I'm going to have to give Acts of Vengeance 70% on the entertainment meter. This film knew its place. The story, they definitely couldn't have viewed it as an ambitious storyline, but they worked with it, they still took it serious, and they really crafted a solid film around it. They keep the dialogue down to earth, it doesn't get overly melodramatic, the performances are all pretty good. Karl Urban and Paz Vega come in with some solid performances to round out the cast, and if you're a fan of these direct-to-video action movies and you've seen a lot of them, then I definitely think you're going to find some fun in this one. But if you prefer bigger budget studio films, then I don't think you're going to be able to look past the recycled plot points to find some enjoyment in it. And those are my thoughts on Acts of Vengeance, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did see this movie, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. If not, what are some of the other straight-to-video films that you've watched lately that were entertaining? I'm always looking for new titles to check out. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Anthony. This is the Silver Screen Analysis, and I'll see you at the movies.